Hello out there, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to another devotional on Hump Day. It's good to have you with us today. And first, I want to start out by saying thank you to Joni for doing the devotional. She did the devotional on her own, and she took the initiative to do that. We were out of town, and I hadn't prepared anything, and she said she didn't have any notes, and I believe her. She said she was winging it. Well, she winged it pretty good. It was a great message, and again, thank you, Joni, for doing it. Let's get started in the book of Acts today. I've been reading the book of Acts, and I noticed something that might not be earth-shattering to any of you, but it was to me. When you read these books over and over again in the Bible, you always seem to grab something different out of it, so it's always good to read them over and over. What I found this time reading through the book of Acts was the many miracles that were performed. Many miracles. There was even Peter raising someone from the dead. Raising someone from the dead. It's amazing a disciple would do this. And all the other disciples, as they preach, they perform miracles. And it helped them bring people to the Lord. So, some of the other ones, well, if you think of, and the part that blows my mind a little bit is these were unschooled, young, and a lot of them, at least 7 that we know of, were fishermen. So you have these unschooled young fishermen. As far as being young, it's possible that they could have been in their teens. They were anywhere from 13 to 30 if you look at the evidence in the Bible and some of the passages in the Bible. They certainly were younger than Jesus, who was 30 at the time, but so they were anywhere from 13 to 30. That's just mind-boggling to me. But they were given the dose of the Holy Spirit to perform these miracles and to save and preach the word, so that part is not mind-boggling. So in Acts 2:43 is the first, it talks about it. It says, everyone was filled with awe, and many wonders and miraculous signs were done by the apostles. So this is where it starts out by saying the apostles did many, many miracles. Now, it starts out with Peter, where he healed someone called Aeneas. I hope I'm saying that right, in Acts 9. He healed the lame man at the temple, and that was in Acts 3. He raised Dorcas from the dead in Acts 9. That's the one I was talking about, where he raised someone from the dead. Then you go to Stephen. There's a blanket statement in Acts 6 that says Stephen did many wonders and signs, and also in Acts 8 it says Philip did great miracles and signs. And then you come to Paul. Paul, in Acts 19, healed the crippled man, and he also performed miracles in Ephesus. And here's the one that kind of blows me away a little bit. He goes to this island, Paul does, and he converts many, many, many people on this island and brings them to Jesus. Well, how did he do that? He didn't just do it because he was friendly, because he was good looking, because he was convincing. I mean, these people had heard so many things from so many irreparable people that they didn't, I'm sure, know what to believe. So here's Paul on this island. He's preaching, but at the same time, he healed many, many people. He performed miracles out on that island. And that's how he was able to bring people to Jesus. Not just being convincing and friendly, but to perform miracles. That's how the disciples did that. And again, that was through the Holy Spirit, which we have in us. So by God allowing them to do these miracles, it grew the church exponentially in the first century, and the church has just spread, and that was part of God's plan. Well, why doesn't God allow me to perform miracles when I'm preaching to someone? Like right here today. Can you imagine if I had brought Nana here, and Nana was sitting right next to me, and she's not able to walk. She's in a wheelchair. She can use a walker a little bit, but her feet are all bent up and kind of out of shape, and it's very difficult for her. What if I said, hey, Nana, I'm going to lay my hand on you, lay my hands on you, and you're going to get up and you're going to walk around this yard. And then we look back behind me over my shoulder, and we see Nana running around the yard. Well, this this video would go viral. This video would, it might even make the news. And there would be a lot of people very interested in the Word based on this Hump Day devotional. And so why doesn't God allow us to do that? That's not His plan. His plan is for us to share the gospel, to share the Word that's already written in the New Testament. They didn't have the New Testament back then. So we're able to tell somebody about Jesus. We're able to point them to the New Testament. And we don't have to do much. We just need to plant the seed, to point them to the Gospels, have them read it, and then we plant the seed, and God will grow that seed. So that's all I have today. Thank you guys for listening in, and keep on being awesome. And God bless you all. Bye.